Hello, and welcome to Inventors Helping Inventors. I'm your host, Alan Beckley, inventor of the Wonder Wallet. If you're an inventor searching for proven ways to make money with your invention, if you dream to see your product selling in stores everywhere, you've come to the right place. There's no better place to get help than from experts, inventors who've already achieved success. Every week, I interview successful inventors, asking them the questions you want to know. Tune in to learn from the experts so you can get your invention out of the tank and into the bank. I'm very excited to offer a brand new training workshop to you as a podcast listener. Every week, inventors ask me, how do I find the right company to license my invention? That's precisely why I created this new, live, hands-on Zoom training workshop. The workshop's called How to Find the Perfect Company to License Your Invention. But you must act quickly if you want to join us. The workshop is coming up very soon. The workshop consists of 3 modules. Module 1 is how to find companies with products similar to yours. In other words, that could be perfect licensing partners for your invention. Module 2 is how to find the right contacts within those companies so you can reach out to the right person for licensing. And Module 3 is how to find the email addresses for your contacts. I'll share with you proven methods to find those emails. I mentioned you must act quickly to join us. That's because the workshop is scheduled for Thursday, February 27th. And you must pre-register if you want to join us. Don't wait. To join the live hands-on workshop, just go to www.alanbeckley.com/perfect. All the details are there. Enrollment is limited to no more than 10 students for this training, so don't wait until it's too late. To recap, you'll learn 3 things: how to find the perfect company, the right person to contact, and their email address in this workshop. Once again, to join us on Thursday, February 27th, just go to alanbeckley.com/perfect to register now. I look forward to meeting you on Thursday, February 27th. Welcome to episode number 486. Today, it's Thursday, and that means it's time for another Thursday Thought. So what is your Thursday thought for today? It's this: validate what you create. When I ask inventors what aspect of inventing is their favorite, most will say, coming up with new invention ideas. Don't we love our ideas? Some will say, creating and refining their prototypes. So far, none has ever told me their favorite aspect is product validation testing. Not very fun. Well, let's get to it. Let's talk about the benefits of you doing validation testing. There will be 3 outcomes from your validation testing. Let's look at the 3 different outcomes you're going to get from testing your product, from least common to most common. So number 1, the least common outcome from your validation testing is that your product is absolutely perfect, just as you designed it. Don't you love that? Well, the truth is, while this is great news, it's a very unlikely outcome. You will almost always find something that can be improved upon. Now let's go to the second outcome. And this one also is not very common, and that is, after your validation testing, there was a fatal flaw where you could not go forward with the product. I'm going to give an example of a product idea I had that had a fatal flaw, not in the product, but in putting it into the marketplace. So I had an idea for a sort of forward-looking video camera that could be mounted to my rear view mirror in my car that would allow me to accomplish something very valuable. You know, when you try to make a left turn across 2 lanes of traffic, unprotected left, and right across from you is somebody facing you doing the exact same thing, you can't see the traffic that's coming your way, and they can't see the traffic coming their way because you're both blocking each other's view. Don't you hate that? Well, my product would have allowed me to effectively see around that other automobile and know that it was safe to make that left turn across traffic. But there was a fatal flaw, and that is liability. Just imagine this out there, and millions of people have this on their car, and a small number pull out in front of traffic when they shouldn't and get hit with a car, and they sue everybody standing. So, unfortunately, liability would make this product one that you just couldn't put in the marketplace. But back to the fatal flaw, it's not very common, but it is good news because it means you won't spend thousands of dollars on a product that's not going to work out in the marketplace. Now let's go to the third outcome from your validation testing, and this is going to be the most common one. Your validation testing will point out some weaknesses or flaws in your product. It needs to be improved. Once again, this is good news because addressing weaknesses or flaws creates a better product. And better products have less returns. So 2 different inventors I've been coaching with over the last 6 to 8 months, both have run into finding some weaknesses or flaws in their products. One of my clients found that her product that had plastic parts, plastic was a little brittle, and in some of the testing, it broke. So she knew she needed to strengthen that aspect. And another client also found some weaknesses in her product where she had parts made of plastic that were going to need to be made of metal. Once again, in both cases, it would improve the ultimate product and make for better results. Just to recap, validate what you create. And when you do product validation, there's 3 outcomes that are going to come from it. The least common is your product is absolutely perfect, just as you designed it. Not likely. Also not very common is you're going to find a fatal flaw in your product where you can't go forward. But once again, not common, but good news because you won't spend thousands of dollars on a product that can't work out. And then the most common, sometimes frustrating, but most common is you'll find some weaknesses or flaws in your product. And the good news is you can fix these weaknesses or flaws and have a better product. To finish my discussion here on validate what you create, let's use the Nike motto, just do it. Thanks as always for listening, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to Inventors Helping Inventors. If you like the show, please tell your friends about it. Make sure to subscribe in iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts so you won't miss a single episode. Talk to you soon.